Welcome everybody to the Remo show. I'm your host, Remo, but I'm pretty sure you guys know that already. I got a all right show for you today. I'm gonna be talking about the NFL draft. Be talking about the protests that's happening around the country on college campuses. I got some other things I'm about to throw in the mix today. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. So we're gonna start with the NFL draft. I mean, it's going on as we speak. As we speak, the draft is going on. Second and third rounds are today. The 4 through 7 is tomorrow. But I just wanted to talk about that first round picks with Caleb Williams, for instance. Caleb Williams, I think he's going to do great things in Chicago, and then they went and got a receiver with their second pick in the first round. So I think Chicago is in line to do some things. They had a decent defense last year. So I do believe it's possible. It's definitely possible Chicago could make some noise in the NFC North this year. Green Bay is definitely the favorite as of right now. So I mean, anything is definitely possible. And you get a guy like Caleb Williams. But what I really want to talk about today isn't even Caleb Williams. Like, he's the number one pick in the draft, but he still wasn't the main focus to me because my guy, anybody who knows me knows I'm a Michael Penix guy. All right. I wanted the Jets to somehow find a way to get Michael Penix Jr. So then when Aaron Rodgers retired, we had a quarterback of the future. But unfortunately, Atlanta was thinking the same thing I was thinking, and they went and got Penix. Now, the crazy thing about going to get Penix, though, is you just gave Kirk Cousins $180 million, $100 million guaranteed. So I look at it like, why would you even waste the pick on the guy? You know what I'm saying? I get your thought process. You want to make sure that you have somebody available, you know, when things hit the fan. But I only think it's a good pick because Kirk Cousins is coming off a serious Achilles injury. I mean, Kirk Cousins is almost hurt every year that he was in Minnesota, if I remember properly. So I think Michael Penix, I mean, be honest with you, Michael Penix is going to be in training camp. Someone said it. It was like Michael Penix is going to be in training camp, just slinging the rock all over the place. So those receivers out there in Atlanta is going to be like, we might want this guy. We might want this guy. So I'm really big on Michael Penix Jr. I think he's going to do great things in Atlanta. 6 quarterbacks went in the first round, which I did not expect. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see 6 quarterbacks going in the first round. Like, I truly thought that it was going to be more defensive players or whatnot, but it was a heavy offensive first round. So anything's possible in these second rounds. So far, what I was looking, I just got a notification from ESPN. It was saying 5 trades have happened so far, and the draft only started again at 7 o'clock. So uh, that's big. That's it's gonna be a lot of surprises. I hope the Jets keep doing great picks and doing things because we need to keep building. It's our Super Bowl year. I'm saying it right here first. I don't care if you're a hater of the Jets. I don't care what team you are, unless you're the Kansas City Chiefs, because I don't bet against Mahomes. I do not bet against Patrick Mahomes. All right, so you Chief fans, I ain't gonna talk shit to y'all. But the other 30 teams, 31 teams, whatever it is, I got the smoke for y'all. All right. Also, my Knicks got smoked. my Knicks looked bad last night against Philly. This boy and B put up 50. Gave us a 50 piece. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a little worried now. I was other day, I was like, oh, 2-0. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried now. I don't know if you see the worry on my face, but I'm a little worried. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping the Knicks can figure something out and we actually do something that we're supposed to do. With that being said, I'm gonna get into this topic about USC. I wouldn't consider this rich people problems, but as a college student, someone who applied to USC recently for transfer, I understand you got to have money to go there, but it's not rich people problems at all. But I'm not even going to use that slide because it makes no sense. We're just going to jump right into it. All right. So over this week, I guess the past week or so, maybe even 2 weeks, students from all over the place, Columbia, NYU, University of Texas at Austin, and most recently USC and UCLA have been protesting um for like with pro-Palestine. Like they think it's wrong, and they feel like a lot of their student money, the money that they pay for tuition, is going to fund Israel's war with Palestine, and they want to know where their money's going. They just ask some really questions. Speaking of that, I'm gonna play this clip from one of the guys that was at the protest, and he actually laid down exclusively what his rights is. So take a listen right here.
This is the Gaza Solidarity occupation at USC. Students are standing up to their administration and demanding that the university disclose, defend, divest. Disclose its financial holdings so that students know the extent to which the university is invested in weapons manufacturing companies, invested in companies that are complicit with the Israeli genocide. We are also demanding that the university defend its Palestinian students. Everyone from our valedictorian, Asna Tabassum, all the way to any student who speaks up against genocide should have the full support of its university, contrary to what we've been seeing, which is incredible repression. And the university has, to this date, not said a word about our families, the genocide that we're experiencing in Gaza, or the 34,000 civilians that we have lost in the last 200 days in Gaza because the Zionists are killing them. Finally, we want to divest from the university's holdings. So we want to expose how much there is invested, and we want the university to cut off all financial holdings. We want the university to cut off all institutional relationships with weapons manufacturers, institutional relationships with universities that are involved in the occupation, that are based in occupied Palestine, and to cut off to end the study abroad in Israel program that is so racist that Palestinian students can't even go study abroad in Israel.
You guys can jump.
Now, I felt that man, because he's not even a boy. I felt like that man was very, very educated and very precise with what he was asking for. And to think that that turned into the pictures that you see on the bottom on the right, where USC students were getting arrested, students from the University of Austin, Texas, from Texas at Austin was getting arrested. It makes me wonder why students are being deprived the right to peacefully assemble on a campus that they spend thousands of dollars to attend. Like I said, I am currently in school, and I understand the cost that how much it costs to be able to even go to these schools. So it's like, if I am not allowed to peacefully protest or even assemble and make my voice heard on the campus that I'm paying for, I think I need to transfer or go somewhere else where I can actually use my voice. And I think it was crazy to think that the deans or the presidents, the vice presidents of these schools thought it was cool to call in state troopers over a peaceful protest. You know what I'm saying? USC even went as far as canceling their commencement ceremony, like their major ceremony. The other schools, they're like the minor schools, the separate schools, should I say, are going to have their commencement ceremonies, their graduation. But this, if you really think about it, this is the first time that the kids from high school that had to go through COVID was getting a chance to walk a stage. They did drive-by graduation ceremonies and things like that. And this is the first time that those kids were even going to get a chance to even walk graduation. And they took that from them over the fact that they just wanted to make their voice be heard. They weren't violently burning down buildings. It wasn't a riot or anything of such. They just was occupying a space on a campus where they spend money. And over 90 students was arrested, or should I say people, because not all of them were students. Some of them were just, like local neighborhood people that came by. But over 90 students just at USC alone was arrested. Just imagine the ones at NYU, the ones in Columbia University, the ones at University of Austin, Texas, and there's so many more schools. It's just these are the schools that I happen to see videos for, and I could have shared the videos here, but they were disgusting videos. Nobody wants to see their kid going away to school and getting dragged away by militarized police forces. Um, it's just disgusting to see. So I definitely think we need to change that up somehow, some way. Um, it's just not good. It's just not good. Um, but to break up that monotony, you know what I'm saying? I want to move on to something else. I want to move on to humans in the wild. Okay. Now, humans in the wild is my segment where I explain to people why I don't like going outside. All right. And part of the reason is because humans are out there. Now, I get it. Not everybody has social anxiety, but I do suffer from social anxiety to the point to where I would not do something that I know I'm supposed to do or I should do because people are there. Um, and I'm not really a fan of people. So, I've compiled a couple videos on why I personally do not want to come outside. And we're going to name this segment Humans in the Wild. Goddamn humans. You already know. Humans be human. And I don't even got a graphic for it, I don't think. But it's okay. It's okay. We don't even need a graphic for it. We just need to watch this video. I got a 23-second video I'm about to cue up for you real quick. And this is why I hate getting on the bus nowadays. I mean, I'm a New Yorker through and through. Love my city. But this is exactly why I miss my city because things like this do not happen on the bus. Here we go. It's no sound. Ooh, look at it go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Bus driver didn't even stop the bus. Man didn't even stop the bus. He just was going. He just was going. Now that was wild. That that was crazy to me to think that these people thought that was gonna be okay. So much so that they were fighting while the bus was still moving. He didn't even have a chance to stop the bus. And yeah, that was terrible. Now, my second clip is gonna lead me into my next segment, date night conversations. But let's have the conversation. Let's talk about it. This is what somebody posted the other day when I was on Twitter. Happened to see it, decided to share it with you people who may not be on Twitter. But I want to know your thoughts. Feel free to share them in the comments. Feel free to tweet me, at me, whatever it is, because it's never going to be X to me. It's never going to be X. Fuck you, Elon. With that being said, here's this clip. No. Fucking free! Are you mad? Why you? Is that what I'm trying to you? Fucking McDonald's! You know what? It's a full house at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Like, we're really children manners. Well, it's a full house, you know. All right. Hence again, this is why I don't go outside. Okay? Because you see things like that. All right. Why, sir? Why, sir, are you, for one, proposing to your woman inside of a McDonald's? And like you had it packed. You made it sure to embarrass her. Why would you do that? And it makes me wonder who gave you that advice? Who told you this is something I want to do? So for my date night conversation topic today, I want to say that not everyone gives great advice. Okay. Um, I tend to digest a lot when it comes to perspectives on people's perspectives on relationships. And as much as I believe aspects of what they say, it's hard to take people's advice. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to take people's advice because you want to sit there and be like, yeah, man, they are on point. You would know, like, they're in relationships. They are experiencing and going through all of that nonsense. But they give some shitty ass advice. And I've been recently getting advice from people, and I'm telling you, man, it's the wrong advice. All right. Back in the day, when I was a young boy and I was going through things in relationships, my advice to people was go listen to Jay-Z's Is That Your Chick? And you would feel better. Sorry, it's Memphis Bleak song, mind you. But go listen to it, you would feel so much better. Go listen to Big Pimpin', you know what I'm saying? Feel so much better. Fuck it. Fuck relationships, right? But you talk to the wrong friend nowadays, and then depending on their feelings on the opposite sex, you could end up down a rabbit hole of regret. And this is why I say this, because some of your friends aren't healthy. Some of your friends won't do the work. They get in a relationship, the relationship ends, and then they jump into the next relationship, and they go from relationship to relationship to relationship, and they never have the chance to go and dive into their inner self and figure themselves out and figure, what am I doing wrong? Because if every relationship ends and I'm always in that relationship, clearly I am also the common denominator. But they tend to think, oh no, I'm not the problem. My nigga, you are the problem. Okay? You are the problem. All right. So I'm being honest though. If you've been divorced multiple times, you got like 4 to 5 baby moms, I'm never taking relationship advice from you. Okay. Because in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, you make bad decisions over and over and over again. Why would I choose to do the same things that you do? I don't want those problems. I see how men go through issues with their children's moms, and I'm not saying that the moms are the problems. I'm not even saying that the men are the problems. I'm just saying y'all both chose wrong and y'all both need to do better. And yes, I'm not saying to jump into the dating pool because it is already a mess of things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going through it right now. But what I am trying to say is keep your advice to yourself. Stop. Just because you're making bad decisions in life, do not make your friends or advise your friends to make bad decisions in life too. Don't go out there to the bar after a argument and go get drunk and now you have regrets for the rest of your life. Don't go visit that ex and decide to shoot her club up because she told you to. And now you have a secret baby on the way that you got to hide from your wife. Fellas, we got to do better as a species. They hate us. We have to do better. But there's way too many bitter people in this world for me to miss out on something great because I'm following the wrong advice. All right. I want something great in life. I'm planning to have something great in life. I'm going to do amazing things with my future partner, but I be goddamn if I listen to you angry people who's bitter at the world, who's mad at everybody because of your poor decisions. Like everybody's like, oh, I got in a bad relationship. Oh, I got ended. Oh, okay, it sucks. Oh my god, okay. Bro, you get in a bad relationship, you were part of the problem. You chose that person. Maybe your type shouldn't be your type. Did you ever think of that? I mean, I've thought of that a bunch of times. Maybe I shouldn't like my type. Yeah, I like them bad, bougie, and they want a lot. And then I get mad because I don't have a lot of money to give them. And then they leave to go find a nigga who has the money to give them. That's my fault. My fault. Either I need to get my money up or I need to choose a better woman. Simple as that. Or change my type, not a better woman. Because I mean, who says that woman was bad in the first place? I just didn't reach her level of standard. But I chose to act like I can reach her level of standard. And that is why it didn't work out. So, fellas, ladies, go for what you deserve. But at the same time, let's be realistic. There's no need to be super delusional. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my thoughts on that. I really feel like you should heal first and then share your perspective because you weren't always bitter with the person that you hate today or you hate it tomorrow. So just accept the fact that you can do better, you can choose better, and thankful for life has moments where it's over. The relationship ends, and hopefully it ended amicably to where you don't feel like you need to go to therapy and exercise demons from the last 2 3 years of your life. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, um stop giving bad advice to people. Just because your relationship sucks doesn't mean that every relationship is gonna suck. You know what I'm saying? um and it also lines up with my next thing that I wanted to say. Where's the grace? You hear the ice cream truck? First of all, before I even get into this next topic, right, this motherfucking ice cream truck is here every goddamn day, about 4 times a day. The kids be in school, would be outside. Kids, it'd be like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Why was there ice cream truck? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Where's the grace? Where's the grace? Humanity isn't as common as it used to be. People aren't humans. Another reason why I don't like going outside. I feel like they're like these sentients, these robots who just feed information from social media and then they just believe everything that they read on social media. And we all judge people. I'm not saying we all hold whatever prejudices we have. No one is perfect, but we should have some sort of grace for one another. I mean, we all make mistakes. The male species, I can speak for them right now and say we suck at a lot of stuff. Um, but some of us are accountable. Some of us just blame everything on everything, and they're never going to be honest with themselves. And those are the people I feel like people should run from, hide from, never come back around to. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe those people don't deserve grace. I mean, some sort of grace. Like, hey, maybe you can get it together one day. But I don't believe they deserve the type of grace that I'm speaking about from here. A lot of people tend to look down on people that's not in the situations that they are in. A lot of people have maybe are a little better off than other people. And instead of just being a good person towards that person, they try to make them people feel like, oh, you don't deserve anything, you shitty, you need to get your life together. Well, we all need to get our lives together. To be honest with you, we all need to get our lives together. And speaking from experience, it's possible to be here and then fall here. And then the crazy thing about the fall is way faster than the climb. Like you be trying to get here, trying to get here, trying to get here, and you never get there. And then when you finally get there, you start looking down on people like, fuck you, you don't deserve this. Nah, you ain't up on my level. And then boom, you fall. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people choose, instead of being or looking at good people or looking at people for who they are, um, or where they at the moment, because a lot of people will be the best people in your life if you chose to just give them a chance. And I'm not saying like all those people, I'm not saying it's 100% accuracy that if you give someone a chance when they're down, no, you got to still use discernment. I mean, and a lot of people don't have that because a lot of people ain't right in their spirit. So they don't have discernment. That's why they keep picking and choosing the wrong people over and over and over again. They can't even take a break from the nonsense in order to even figure what they even want in life, because they like it. They like the mess. Some people just like mess. I don't like the mess. I mean, I live in toxicity, but you get the point. I just think a lot of more people should, be a humans. We're humans, so live with humanity, you know what I'm saying? Be the best person that you could be. Otherwise, I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, why are you here? Just go be alone somewhere. But it's hard to find community in a world where everybody wants you to make it a certain place before you could even have that community. And community is usually what helps people reach them plateaus and them standards. So it's like, I don't know, just have more grace with the people that aren't where you are. I mean, because at one point you weren't where you were and you were given grace. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's by family members, friends, or even God himself. So, be more godlike, if anything, and just, be a better person. Be better people. With that being said, I'm getting out of here for the day. But before I get out of here, I was advised that I should sign off with something so that you guys know that I'm leaving because I clearly suck at ending the stream if you watched the last stream. So here's what I'm gonna sign off with. Bye. See you on Sunday.